How to become a playboy in 6 steps. Some people believe that emotions are a man's biggest weakness when it comes to dating. They say that the moment a man becomes emotionally attached, he loses control in the relationship, starts to seem needy, and puts the woman on a pedestal. The idea is that a George Clooney type never lets his feelings control what he does. He supposedly treats every woman as if she's temporary, even the ones he likes the most. This approach is thought to keep women interested because they can't completely possess him. Another idea is that a George Clooney type hints at sexual intimacy very quickly after meeting a woman. The belief is that he never lets a woman see him as just a friend. From the very first time they talk, he makes it clear that he is a sexual person. This might involve making deep and steady eye contact, using confident and intimate touch, and speaking with sexual undertones. He isn't afraid to say things like, "That dress fits you perfectly," or "You have lips that could distract any man." This is supposed to make him different from other men who play it safe. Some believe women like men who are comfortable with their own sexual energy, and while most guys might hesitate, a George Clooney type embraces it. It's also suggested that a George Clooney type always has multiple women in his life. The idea here is that being too available lowers attraction. A man who has options supposedly naturally shows confidence, while a man without options might settle for less. A George Clooney type is never exclusive. He flirts, dates, and sleeps with multiple women openly, without lying or apologizing. The thinking is that when a woman knows she isn't the only one, she will try harder to earn his attention. Furthermore, some believe a George Clooney type stays up to date with trends and pop culture. He supposedly knows the latest music, fashion, and what's happening in nightlife. He understands what's culturally relevant and uses it to his advantage, speaking the language of the times. This is thought to make him seem current and appealing. The idea is that many men are out of touch and don't know what interests women today. But a George Clooney type adapts and keeps his approach sharp. Being extremely social is another step. In this way of thinking, a George Clooney type is seen as a social king who knows that dating isn't just online, it happens in the real world. He supposedly walks into any room with confidence, networks easily with important people, and is always at the best events. The belief is that women are drawn to men who have social power, someone who can enter a room and command attention without trying. Finally, it's often suggested that a George Clooney type has a lot of money. The idea is that money isn't just about material things, but also about power. A man with financial freedom supposedly doesn't need to beg for women, and men with status and influence naturally attract them. A man with plenty is never desperate. A George Clooney type supposedly invests wisely and builds multiple ways to earn money, because without it, a man has no leverage. The true playboy, in this view, is a man of value who isn't chasing, isn't needy, and isn't relying on luck with women. Instead, he moves with dominance, keeps his emotions out of dating, builds his wealth and status, and is always surrounded by beautiful women. He understands that women desire men they can never fully possess,